one of the greatest fights in Cage Warriors history just took place. And honestly, one of the fights of the year, in my opinion. It was a great fight, great scrap back and forth. I'm, of course, talking about the scrap between Luke Riley and Alexander Loof. That that it's not Luke Riley doesn't have that dog in him. That dog's got got that Luke Riley in him, because Luke Riley, man, fucking this guy's such a blood and guts fighter. Like, his grit is insane. He's losing the first round, and then with like 20 seconds to go, he drops Luff and starts beating the absolute shit out of him. Then in the second, he gets rocked so badly, like literally, it was like he got flush KO'd, and then he got knocked down again, I believe. I think he got knocked down twice, took some big ground and pound shots, but recovered. The commentators were saying, I don't even think he'll be recovered by the end of the round. But with like a minute and a half to go or something around that, he starts putting a beating on Luff. Like, he's beating the shit out of Luff against the fence. Like, his recovery, the dog he's got in him is just fucking insane. Like, this guy was not stopping. Like, the amount of shots he was throwing as well, because he looked so laboured before. It didn't, like, he was so rocked that I think it took the gas out of him. But he fucking came back, and he was going for that kill in the end of that second round. He was, I'd compare it to like a Max Holloway finish on, I think it was Anthony Pettis, where he's just like unloading against the fence. Luff survives to the next round, but Luke Riley just he doesn't let him off. He goes right for him. He's beating him up so badly against the fence, just throwing it seemed like his speed's pretty good. He's got some pretty good speed. But I'd say he landed, it seemed like he was throwing like 30 shots in like 20 seconds or something. Or maybe more, actually, probably like 40. He was throwing so many strikes. And yeah, Mark Goddard stops it. Luff was, he was taking so much damage. Just really, really crazy to see. Like, Luke Riley, if he starts to lose a fight, or if he's down in a fight, he just comes back and he gets that fight. So he moves to 5-0 now as a professional, which is a really good record, to have. And he's also got some amateur experience too, I believe. I think he's like 4-0 as an amateur as well. So he's actually got a lot of experience, and he was undefeated as an amateur too. So he was 4-0 as an amateur, and now he's 8-0. So yeah, he's on a 12-fight winning streak in MMA in general. And I think we could see this guy and like mixing it up with maybe he gets a Dana White Contender Series opportunity or something in the future. He's only 24. You don't need to rush him. He's a featherweight. Trains at the same gym as Paddy Pimblett and Molly McCann. And I guess he proves that Scousers don't get knocked out, because he was literally like dead on the canvas and he got back up. So maybe Scousers really just don't get knocked out unless you're Darren Till. But yeah, Luke Riley, man, he is very durable. He took like a flying knee. I don't think it was completely flush, but he did take like a fucking flying knee at one point, and he just took it. So this guy's got some crazy durability. He's a fun fighter. He had a Fight of the Night contender as well earlier in the year. So this guy's always in fun fights, always in good scraps. So maybe you could do him versus like Harry Hardwick next. I think that'd be a good fight. But again, he's 24. You don't have to rush him, I don't think. Even though he's got a lot of experience, maybe just let him keep beating the guys he's beating. But I think this guy's going to be pretty good. Like, he's pretty good. Durable. Obviously, you don't want to rely on your durability, especially on the regional scene, but the guy's got fucking that dog in him. Even if I think we could see him in some fun fights if he was to ever go to the UFC. Because this guy is always in fun fights. He always puts on really good performances. Really fun style. I really do like his style. One of the funnest fighters on any local scene, in my opinion. Specifically, one of the funnest fighters in Cage Warriors. in my opinion. Like I said, had a Fight of the Year contender earlier, and the guy's active as well, which is good to see. He's had 3 fights this year. Don't know if he's going to come back. He did take a bit of damage, but maybe we could see him in another scrap. But yeah, I'm impressed what I've seen out of the guy's durability. Like, which isn't always a good thing to say, but the guy's a dog. Like, he is a blood and guts fighter, and if you haven't watched this fight, go watch Luke Riley versus Alexander Loof on the Cage Warriors 160. You won't regret it. It is a really fun scrap, and I can't recommend it enough. It's generally one of the fights of the year, in my opinion. But if you did make it this far in this video, it's like 5 a.m. here, but I had to make a video on this because yeah, I watch all the MMA all around the world. But if you made it this far in the video, make sure you give it a like. Let me know your thoughts on the fight if you did watch it. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video.